Elevation training mask. Is it worth the money? My name is Greg. You're watching How to Play Paintball. Okay, so I'm sure you guys have probably seen these before. Basically, if you don't know what it is, the idea behind it is that within the mask, there's these little plungers, which it's supposed to simulate being at a higher altitude. Sorry about all the bugs. It was that hurricane came through, and I'm guessing because of all the water, they're just out in force. But basically, that's what this mask is doing, is that it's simulating being at a higher altitude. Olympic athletes, other athletes, they go and they'll train in a higher altitude, and then when they come down for a race or something like that, then they're able to perform better because their body has had to adapt to a lower amount of oxygen. And then when they get down to a lower level, more at sea level, or a lower level than where they were at, their body is able to, I believe because of more red blood cells, that they're able to perform better because now their body has more oxygen to use when it's been used to working at a lower amount of oxygen. I hope that all makes sense. So what this does is basically it restricts how much air is actually being able to be pulled into your lungs. I had initially gotten this, it's probably been, it's been out for a while. This is actually their second model, or their version 2. Their first one was like a full mask, like a gas mask. And although it does make you, oh actually, yeah, I'm trying to think about when I got it. Probably about at least a year and a half ago or so. I had purchased this, and I'd been using it while I was working out, scaring people at the gym. You kind of sound like Darth Vader when you use it. But doing more research, and again, I guess I want to preface this before we get into it. If you find that this helps you, by all means, use it if you feel like it is helping you out. So that's what I'm going to preface it with. After seeing the research, I did do some more research online and saw that it actually, for you to actually get the effects of training at a higher altitude, you'd have to have this mask on all the time. So that, even at an hour of working out isn't necessarily going to give you those effects. And I've actually read, and I can't remember the studies that had looked into this, they had mentioned that it might actually hurt your performance while you're working out. One thing that, I can't remember what review it was, but it was an article that I had read somewhere, was basically saying that something that this would be good for is something like MMA, where, if you're grappling with somebody and, they get on top of you, you're able to perform and kind of keep a steady head, a steady mind with being able to breathe in less, just being able to stay calm. That's where this would actually help out a little bit with paintball, just because, with your mask on, depending on what mask it is, you're not going to be able to breathe in as deeply as if you were just running without your mask on. That being said, is this worth, I believe it was about $80. Is this worth the $80? I know some people are going to hate me for saying this, but probably not. I wouldn't necessarily recommend getting one of these. If you really want to have that training kind of, whatever, maybe try, doing it with your mask on. I actually know somebody that he did the insanity workouts with his I4s on, because you can't take in as much air with the I4s, just the porting how it is. So it kind of gave it the same effect, but he is also training exactly for the condition that he's going to be playing in, because with Insanity, it's all the jumping and a lot of plyometrics and all of that, so it's all stuff that we're doing out on the field. So I know some of you are going to hate me for saying that. Like I said, guys, if it works for you, then do it, but I just wanted to save the money of those that are kind of on the fence about it. My personal recommendation is to avoid it. I don't believe that the research is out there that shows that it actually is going to be beneficial unless you're wearing it like 24/7. or you have to be wearing it all day, and that's when you'll start getting the effects of it. It will strengthen your diaphragm. That is one thing, because you're forcing yourself to be able to breathe in deeper. The higher, like the less holes that are in these, and you can actually flip the plunger around so that you can only breathe in on one side. That is going to strengthen your diaphragm, so being able to breathe in deeper, I guess that's a plus. Ultimately, though, the research that I've seen has shown that it isn't the effectiveness that they're claiming that it is. Of course, on their website, of course, they're going to have all of their studies are going to show that it helps out and all that stuff. It's because they're selling a product, essentially. Again, guys, if you disagree with me, that's totally fine. Yeah, I just wanted to share that. This is something that I've seen other paintball players use, and I just wanted to make sure that that's a couple cases of paint in some cases. So if you're kind of on the fence about should I buy it or should I get more paint, I would say definitely get the paint. Please don't hate me. This is all my opinion. Like I said, ultimately your decision if you want to buy one of these or not. But I guess that's all that I can say about this. And as always, guys, remember, watch, learn, win. Thanks.